What is up, y'all boys? It is Ride with G back with another video with the Sunset M340, and today we got some more issues with this fucking car. But yeah, I'm gonna just start it off. So the other day I was straight driving this car. It was a little bit rainy, and so when it rains, you know, you don't got to worry about too much about, like, you know, ruining your tires. If you drift some corners, you go in a parking lot, you know, hit some spins, whatever. But yeah, I take it out in the rain, trying to have some fun, whatever. I get in this little parking lot in Mexico, of course, and I'm hitting some spins. And you know, when your car's got an LSD, for y'all know, you know, if you got an LSD, when your shit like lock up, you kind of feel it. So like I'm hitting maybe 15-20 miles an hour, and then, you know, cutting the wheel, and normally you feel the like the back like lock up, and it'll start to like lose traction, but you still can control it and like correct the wheel, whatever. But when I was doing it, it just like wasn't feeling right. Like I would hit a circle and the diff, or I don't know if it's the diff, but the rear end just didn't feel like, it felt kind of like sloppy and weird and like clunky. So I was like, that's weird. So I didn't want to like damage the car. I did maybe a few spins and whatever, but I was like, it don't feel right. First I thought it was the rain. I was like, do I just not got like my traction all like the rain, whatever. But I had traction fully off and whatever, but it just didn't feel how it normally felt, you know, sliding it, whatever. So I take it home, like I'm like, let me see, whatever. So yeah, car's not feeling right. I take it home and start going in the Facebook group, G20 owners group, M340 owners group, B58, whatever, and Google like rear wheel drive, diff, whatever. And I realized, I mean, I had seen it before, you know, somebody posted about it, whatever, but the rear diff in these cars, they have like a bleeder. But in the 2020, no, it's all M340s. I don't think it's specific to 2020s, but they have a bleeder. Like when you are launching the car or you're racing the car or whatever, and the diff has like pressure, it'll release like fluid, overflowed. But a lot of the cars do it, you know, I guess way too much, or maybe you just have to service it more often because, you know, it'll bleed over fluid, whatever. So I went back outside, it had stopped raining, and I looked under the car and I seen, I'll insert the video. Got under the back of the car and I looked at the diff, whatever, I looked at the slats, and I seen clearly like fluid on it. And I was like, well, you know, the bleeder could be the bleeder, but I could see like residual where it was like dry from maybe past times of it doing it. So I was like, oh fuck, like I don't want to like mess up my diff, whatever. So I'm immediately like get panicked, whatever, call my local shop that I always go to. And luckily they could get it in literally the next day. I was like, bro, my diff is like leaking. I'm scared about it. I don't want to break no diff, whatever. Can y'all just put it on the lift and look at it? And they're like, yeah, I get it in. They put it up on the lift. Dude calls me. He's like, yeah, it's definitely leaking fluid. And it looks like it's kind of a lot. We would recommend servicing the diff. We in the car now. I decided to hop in here and give y'all a little POV drive while I tell you this story. But I had to get gas real quick. But we're going to hop back on the road. But yeah, so anyways, my local service shop that always works on this car, whatever, they said they could get it in the same day. Luckily, so they put it up on the lift, and they called me back and they were like, yeah, it does look like it's leaking pretty bad, so we recommend servicing it. So I'm like, yeah, I want to get it done. It's cheaper to pay for a flush than a fucking get a new diff. And if it's low, if it's been leaking, want to get it done. So they do it. Ended up going with AMSOIL severe gear, full synthetic, because a lot of people run that, especially the tune people, and it was not expensive to get it done. I think the fluid was maybe like 30, and then I think, let me roll the windows up, I think the fluid was like 30, and then I think the service was like 100. So it was 130 bucks to get this diff serviced. And I haven't seen any leakage yet, but the car drives so much better, bro. When I tell you, like, there was clearly like an issue with this shit, bro, because the way like this car corners now, it just seems much more agile, bro. Like when I go around corners, or if it loses like a little bit of traction, you know, gets loose, whatever, it just feels like so much more smooth. It feels like the day for real when I got the car. So I'm sure just me, you know, beating on it, doing launches, roll racing, like whatever, I probably just you know, ran some of the fluid out. But we got fresh new fluid in here. It didn't cost but 130 bucks. I ended up getting 2 new tires for the front too, because they said they were pretty worn. And yeah, but now the car is driving great, better than ever. I will recommend anybody with one of these. I think I'm at 42k miles, 42 something. So if you're above that in your M340, you definitely need a diff service, bruh. This is your reminder, bruh. If you watching this, you own a M340 and you got like 80k miles, never got your shit serviced, whatever. Next thing I'll probably do at 50k, because yeah, I called BMW and they told me that the transmission has a lifetime fill, whatever. It's like they were like, you don't need to service the transmission, put new fluid in it. But ZF directly on their website says service it every 50k miles. So I'm at 50k, I'm at like 42, so like 8k miles. We'll probably do that. I know it's a whole process, but we're gonna do that. But for now, the car's driving great. Still in love with it every day, more and more. Goddamn, can't wait to get more parts for it. On this road now, let me give y'all a little pull. I'm gonna drop this shit. Actually, I only got one hand. I should have brought the GoPro, but I wasn't feeling doing the whole head strap and all that shit. And the iPhone 15, I upgraded to the iPhone 15 Pro, and this camera is fucking superb, bro. If I could get a head mount for this shit, bro. I know you can, but I just don't want to look like a dumbass, like, with the shit on my head. But I might. But the GoPro's good, too. We'll see. But let me give y'all a pull. It move! It is move, dog. It's so good, bro. I never get tired of it. Actually, I am. I need more power, like, immediately, but it's so good. So good. Man, I want to slide this roundabout so bad, but I got fucking brand new PS4s, and I've already been fucking sliding on them already. I need to get some cheap beater tires and give y'all a real deal drifting video. When I say I can slide this bitch, bro, like, I can slide the fuck out of this car, bro. But tires, like, 2 PS4s, 255, 35 19s, $650, bro. That is insane. I remember I could get like 275, 285 good tires on my Genesis, like probably 2 years ago, and it would be like $200. Now tires are literally crazy, bro. Like, even for like a 255 is not crazy size. It's not like I'm getting 305s. Like, if I was paying, you know, $300 a tire for you know, some meaty ass tires, whatever, I would understand. But 255s paying $600 is crazy. I'm trying to think what else is going on, bruh. Oh shit, I was at work the other day and I seen this E46 sitting in a yard. I'm not gonna lie, I've been seeing this car just sitting in this yard, and I always pass this house. The other day, it just so happened that the lady was outside, I guess, that owns the house, whatever. So like, I stopped and I was like, yo, what's the deal with the E46, whatever? It's a coupe. Let's go drive by there right now. I'm gonna still tell you the story, but we're gonna drive by there, bruh. And for reference, bruh, E46 is like my favorite. The E30 and the E46 is like my favorite body style of the BMW. Obviously, like, I have a G20. I love my baby, but like, the E46 coupe and the E30 coupes, like, they just got a soft spot in my heart, bruh. Ever since I was playing Need for Speed Most Wanted, bruh, that E46 M3 GTR, bruh, God, I wanted one ever since that day. I was like fucking 8 years old playing that shit. Like, I would just be glued to that shit. And to that, like, I feel like that's what kind of put me on to BMWs for real. I wish the M3s were straight obtainable still, the E46s. Because they are just such good looking cars. And even to this day, like, their power to weight and like weight distribution, all of it, like, I know they're such good cars, especially in a manual, bro. But I just couldn't see myself paying like 30 bands for one or something, you know? And even one with like 180k miles, bro, they're going for like 20, 25, which I think that's just crazy. Maybe one day if I just had some money to drop and then, you know, rebuild the motor, whatever, I'm rambling. But yeah, E46 always had a soft spot in my heart, bro. So I always see this car and I pass by there, but I've never seen anybody outside to talk about it. But the other day I seen the lady outside, so I pulled over and I would like talk to her. I like went up to the fence. I was like, hey, like, what's the deal with the E46 in your yard? She's like, what? And I was like, the BMW, like the two-door, whatever. and she was like, oh, it was my brother's, whatever. He was supposed to have somebody come do something to it, put a motor in it, but he never did, and it's just been sitting. And this car like seems pretty mint. Obviously it's been sitting in the sun, it's dirty as fuck, but like it's pretty it's pretty, like, from, obviously I can only see the outside, but it doesn't seem like rusted out, it doesn't seem crazy. And I was like, do you know anything about it? She was like, whatever. She's like, I think it needs a motor, but the dude never came and did it. And I was like, well, would he sell it ever? Because I've been looking for one, whatever. I would like to make one like into a drift build or something. But yeah, I was like, would he be open to selling it? And she was like, well, I'm gonna damn. She was like, I'll see if I can get in contact with him. Let me take your number. So I gave her my number to ask about it, and I haven't received anything yet, like about it, like a text or whatever. But hopefully in the next little while, or actually coming up on it right now, I'm gonna turn the camera so y'all don't see like I don't want to dox nobody, but dude, this is it right here, bruh. This is it right here. Y'all see it? I always see this car, bruh, when I'm out doing shit, and it's like pretty mint, bruh. Can't lie. Y'all see it? But it doesn't look rusted out. It doesn't look, crazy thrash. It just, looks like it's been sitting, bruh. Hopefully, if I can get that car, that'll be a little, we can do like a drift car or whatever, strip it. I mean, depending on what the interior looks like, strip it. And then obviously it'll probably need a motor. She said she thinks it needs a motor. So, yeah, we'll probably do that if it comes through. I would love to have a little drift car, a little project for the channel, bruh. Because, obviously I can drift this car and whatever, but this car costs money. Even though it's a B58, it's pretty reliable. Tires are expensive. Fucking services are expensive. So if I could just keep, drive this normal, keep it as my daily, but have a little project that we could just thrash, take to the track, drift it, maybe swap it, put a fucking LS truck motor in it, whatever, nothing crazy. I say that, but then I'll go put a fucking LS3 with a goddamn supercharger on it. But, yeah, that would be cool if that would come through, and then I could have 2 3 series, the new 3 series and the old 3 series. I could straight make videos, content, TikToks, whatever, That's a thought. What would y'all think about an E46 coupe little drift car project on the channel? And if y'all know shit about them, I mean, I know about them. Like, I know they're 50-50 weight distribution. I know they're solid drift cars. They're pretty lightweight. They're not too heavy. But I don't know shit about like putting a motor in one. If it needed a motor, like where would I source it? Is it hard? Like, I'm sure if y'all BMW guys watching my channel, y'all maybe know something. So drop in the comments, is it worth to get an E46 if I gotta put a motor in it, or is it just gonna be a money pit, whatever? Can I find motors around? Can I go to like what's it called, LKQ or whatever the engine thing is, because if I could pick up a motor with like 100k miles on it, whatever, it's maybe like $1,000 or I don't know how much they go for. I really don't know. But if y'all know shit about them, let me know. Tap in the comments, say, is it a money pit? Like, don't do it. I would never buy an E46 that's, not running, whatever, because I just don't know. I would just like to have, a little fun project, especially if it's standard. If it's automatic, the whole swapping it and all that is going to be a pain. But she said she thinks it's standard. So that'd be cool. Maybe we could find a fucking, 325 motor, throw it in there and just weld the diff, and then just have a little fucking fun car. Y'all let me know, goddamn. I guess that's going to be probably about it, bruh. I just really wanted to tell y'all, the latest with the car, the latest service, give y'all a little drive around, and then tell you about that E46 that I found. But yeah, y'all let me know about the E46. Is it a good or a bad idea? Should I do it? I think that's gonna be about it. Like, subscribe, comment. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.